I got invited to live out of this $250,000 rig for the next 3 days. Let's see how it goes.
This trip was supposed to be luxury. I mean, $250,000 RV, insane California views, influencers, brand deals, outdoor adventure, the whole dream life package. But about 24 hours in, things took an unexpected U-turn straight into a place I know way too well. Budget travel. The RV broke, plans fell apart, my work got chaotic, and suddenly we were surviving on vibes and questionable snacks. Stick around until the end because what started as a dream trip turned into one of the most chaotic, unplanned, make the best of it adventures I've been on. And somehow, it still worked out.
All right, a lot has happened since the last video. Obviously, I am almost bald now. The barbershop really destroyed my hair. I'm in California to film this video with a couple of my friends. And what else? I feel like I'm happier from my last video. It was kind of depressing, but I'm happy now, ish. So.
You're only happy because you're in my $250,000 RV. That's the only reason you're happy.
And I'm in a $250,000 RV. What are you guys doing back here?
Oh, just
Is this where we put you while we filmed?
yes.
Sorry guys.
Put us in the timeout corner.
I woke up on the floor of the RV to a massive train.
I like trains.
But honestly, it kickstarted our day. One of the main reasons I came out on this trip was to travel with a group again. I haven't really done that in months, which is kind of sad.
No, that's...
The group is pretty random, I gotta say. We've got Glory, my influencer friend I've traveled with a ton. Then there's Mackenzie, who I know through mutual friends. Finally Josh, who used to film for huge musicians and now runs his own nonprofit. You can check him out at the link in my description. Today's agenda was simple. Find a Pinterest-looking campsite to start Glory's video featuring the Aeon RV.
Are you gonna walk them through how we do this?
Yeah, how we're making a video. And it's art. You gotta line up in the 2 squares.
That's actually how we even got access to this dream rig, because there's no world where any of us are affording a $250,000 RV. As a gearhead, I was obsessed with all the features though. Living out of this thing would feel like a legit home on wheels, and no, I wasn't paid to say any of that, unlike Glory. We were also caravanning Glory's car, the one she's been living out of for months. Personally, I don't miss living on the road with my old setup because yeah, it was rough. But anyways, the sun was setting and it was time for dinner.
This is how we have our food right now. All of it on the floor, bathroom floor, shower curtain on it.
You wanna talk about it?
Okay, so we're about to have our first meal around the $250,000 rig. Got my melly on, it's freezing out here. Way colder in Florida right now. Feels like winter already.
With the weight?
Yeah. Look at them tacos.
If I'm allowed to say so myself, it's spectacular.
10 out of 10.
Let's go. We are technically camping, kind of. I don't know if you can really call this camping.
Not camping.
We're going into like a
It's just glamping.
heated,
It's even glamping. This is like luxury.
yeah, it's just like a house on wheels basically.
Yeah. Then let me explain.
Bro, you do not get candy.
Good morning is the first official day, and it is very early. Because I got a new job recently, I have to log on and get my work done before the real start of the day. Also, my company's on East Coast time, so log on early, get my work done for the day, and then we can play. So this is my little desk setup right here, got my laptop, chair, it's really all you need, and then watch the sunrise coming over the mountains as I work. Pretty incredible.
Also, shout out to Hoseg for keeping me warm, and Element for hydrating me for a big hike we're going on now.
All right, right now we are about to get to a pretty gnarly scramble. I would say probably V6. We were at the summit right there. Man, that was some elevation gain. I think we did probably 3,000 vert, maybe a little bit less. Might have lied, but it felt like it. I think that was one of the coolest scrambles I've ever done. Last summer out west when we were living out of our cars, we did a couple, but that was probably the most intense. I mean, class 3, definitely climbing, big consequences, but even bigger rewards.
The dream trip was going great until this point. Nothing happened here physically, but metaphorically, everything started to go downhill.
Since my life has been changing a lot recently, I found it really hard to relax. Thankfully, I remembered that I know the gateway to deep relaxation thanks to this incredible product by Manta Sleep, who's also sponsoring this video. I am always using my Manta Sleep mask when I travel, and because of that, I get a lot of questions. It looks like I'm in the metaverse when I'm wearing it. What I tell everyone is that they are completely blackout, incredibly comfy, and with the brand new Sound Sleep mask, you could fall asleep to music without the ear pain from headphones. Before they sent me this mask, I would have said it's not needed and completely overpriced, but after taking it on many trips, I would not want to travel without it, personally. If you want the gateway to relaxation anywhere, check them out at mantasleep.com and use code LukeBosworth to get 10% off your order. Thank you, Manta Sleep, for sponsoring this video. You truly have one of my favorite travel products on the market.
When we got back to camp after our hike, we realized the RV had zero power. That's a major problem for a lot of reasons, but the biggest one was Starlink and my laptop. I needed both to work remotely, so our friend Anthony, who works for Aon RV, came out to help. Sadly, it was a bigger issue than he could fix in the field, and the rig had to go all the way back to the factory, which meant today's plans, and honestly the whole trip, shifted hard.
Afternoon. It has been a long time since the morning and a lot has happened, let me tell you what. So I had to bust it down to town to go work in a coffee shop basically all day. And we are closer to Lake Tahoe. We're actually on Lake Tahoe right now, which I'm about to jump in. It's gonna feel amazing. But a lot of driving, a lot of chaos, logistics. But you know, that's just what traveling is sometimes. Figuring out how to get around and find the best spots. So we're back, camper's back, fixed, we're ready to go. My shoes are wrecked from yesterday's hike from skiing. It's a sport, I promise. Woo! Woo! Yes! Oh! It's breathing! That feels so refreshing after a long work day. Woo! I honestly think since I got my new job, playing has been that much better because it's like I don't get to do it all the time. And when I do, it's like a reward.
Lake Tahoe felt incredible, and it really brought our vibe up as a group from the slump of a day we had. It's funny that when you travel with a group, you really feed off each other's energy for the good or bad. If I'm being honest, my expectations of this trip, living up to the YouTube title I had in my head, really made me critique everything to a level it wasn't living up to. And that was stealing my joy and the others around me a little. And I think at this point of the trip, I started to realize that. But it's one thing to realize it, and the next to wake up in a filthy car with mice and hop on work meetings at 6 a.m. Thankfully that morning, we had another glimpse into the perfect influencer van life breakfast that the girls made, and that helped me get over the mice. Kinda.
We had a photo shoot this morning. I had to get a ton of work done, trying to live as much life as I can while also working. It's very difficult to have a 9 to 5 and also play and have fun. We are packing up the rig. That is another thing. We only have this thing until today, Wednesday. So we gotta drop it off and then we're all in our cars. I have no idea what the plan's gonna be. I'm gonna put the camera in everyone's face and see what they've thought of the trip thus far. Oh my gosh. Dude, how's your trip been so far?
I've run into him yet, so it's been pretty good, but I heard he's on the loose, so hopefully we're safe. Very unpredictable, but in all the best ways.
Expectations versus reality.
Yep.
What have you thought about this trip so far?
I've really liked it. It's been great. Hanging out with you guys is awesome.
Was
We're
it what
having a
you
good time.
expected?
No, it is not.
What was not expected?
I can't say.
What? Why not? It's my video.
It broke down and the power didn't work. It was kind of our fault, but hey, I'm still having a really good time, so.
Glory, what have your thoughts been so far on this trip of living out of the $250,000 rig?
I'm literally eating. I'm the only one of us who actually lives in a car full time, so anything for me is an upgrade. We did have a few battery issues, however, I will say it was just one of those things that happens, you know. No one could have really planned for it or stopped it. Other than that though, I think it's a beautiful rig, and I took a hot shower yesterday out in the grand open after jumping in Tahoe. So that was a very lovely experience.
Well, there's everyone's thoughts. Very real, raw video, not polished at all. But you know, that's how life is sometimes. It's not always polished, perfect video. Everything doesn't always work, even if it is $250,000. We're gonna roll with the punches and start living out of Glory's car and Josh's car. And I should probably be helping because
You
I
should be helping.
really haven't been at all. I've just been informed that we are at the crag. This whole thing is that we are in the crag right now. Trevor's gonna put up the top rope for us, so it'll be much safer. And we're gonna be roped in. It's gonna be exciting. Show me your climbing hands.
I have soft baby hands that has some
no
sap.
way you used the climb.
It's been like 7 years.
I don't have any climbing shoes, so we're gonna go barefoot. See if it works. Wait, Glory, you're like pulling me up.
I know.
All right, here we go. I feel so pure. Yeah, I can get a little shock. It honestly works great.
You know, if anyone can do it, Luke can. I've never seen you.
It worked! It worked with my feet. My dogs were gripping on the side like this. That was super fun. It was like just hard enough at my skill level to where it was pushing me, but not too hard to where I couldn't get up. So that was awesome.
I feel like you're getting way less than your guys.
Josh is leaving us right now. He's got a wedding to attend in Tahoe. And now we are on our way to the campsite for tonight. And tomorrow we have the Overland Expo. Kind of a sad moment. We had a little friend group going for the past week and now we're breaking it up.
Sadly, all good things come to an end, and I've realized that after the fun, always comes the work. It never really disappears, it just waits for you. I guess that's how life balances out, and honestly, this was my entire next day.
Good morning. We are at the Overland Expo today and I'm gonna be checking out some rigs here, seeing maybe if I can work with some brands on my build that I'm gonna be doing very soon on the new truck, and to see if they wanna collab and if they wanna make some amazing adventures possible. So I'm currently in the four-wheel camper pop-up top that goes on the back of a truck bed. I've looked at this camper company online, but it's a whole other thing to see it in person. This would be super epic to put on the back of my truck and live and work out of for the remainder of who knows how long. I'm not trying to just freeload off these companies and, you know, get a free camper on my truck. I'm trying to add value to the companies, really help promote their rigs and show what it's really like living out of them. Because if they really believe in their products, they want it to be showcased and seen and lived out of. And if I can do that and tell their story and my story at the same time, it's a win-win for both of us, I think. So fingers crossed I can make something work, but these vehicles are sick.
Whew, that was a long day of meeting people, looking at rigs, and sun. So this was a much needed dip and a beautiful moment to take in the California views one last time.
We just did a little cold plunge in Lake Tahoe. Last one I'll be able to do before I fly back. But it was freezing, definitely full on wetsuit weather in Florida. Felt great though. Now I think we're going in a hot tub, hopefully.
Oh my god, that's so cold.
And just like that, what was supposed to be the perfect adventure and turned into budget travel chaos comes to a close. This is one of those stories that probably didn't need to be shared, but if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and always stay adventurous.